Charlie?
But even more monumental is this.
Seriously, Charlie.
What?
I'm voting to skip and you won't skip.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. I was reading a manga.
Charlie, pay attention to what we're doing.
Sorry, but it's dirty manga.
So you're reading hentai.
Well, technically it was a soft core. It just shows tits, that's it.
So you're reading ecchi.
Yes. Well, would you call it bestiality if they were half monster and half human?
What would I consider?
Yeah, what would you consider if some of the girls were half human and half monster? You know, like
Well, Charlie, you gotta forget.
Harpy.
You gotta forget. You're reading Monster Musume.
No, I was reading Everyday Monster Girl.
Seems close. Depends.
Because it's basically a guy, there's this really stupid and lazy, it's like, what happens is like, everyone knows of the monsters and everything, like, Lamias, which are an all-female race, sort of like a harpy, but they're half human, half snake.
Yeah.
And, everyone knows about them, like, they made a treaty or something.
Charlie, you have to understand, I've already read that book, and I already have the first one that is out in English.
What, Everyday Monster Girl?
Living with Monsters, yeah, kind of. What you're explaining is like the beginning, first few chapters of the book that I've already read. Got the Commander-in-Chief pack, the Rectifier, the Volition Comics pack, I Just Farted, the Presidential pack,
Brady Games,
Enter the Dominatrix pack,
The Dominatrix, Thank You pack.
Charlie, I think, isn't the Thank You pack closer than what we're wearing right now? Because it has a little bow tie. Or do they wear ties?
I think they wear ties.
I just stopped waiting for the car and the car didn't hit me. I'm happy about that. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt. Should we do the Enter the Dominatrix right now?
I saved the damn universe.
Alright, well anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my points, my superpowers, because I haven't done that yet. And I have 51 points. I prefer doing Super Sprint and all those, just so that, you know. I have to fart so bad, but I don't know which way to lean.
The other way. The other way!
Never mind, I already did it. I've never found the clothing that they always show in the commercials. You know which one I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, the one with like a gray suit type thing.
Yeah, and you're wearing sunglasses and shit.
Yeah, I found that. It's sad. Nobody Loves Me.
That's weird. So that means Keanu Reeves
Is an emo prick?
Yeah.
Or what were they called? Emo tech punk things, something like that?
Steampunk?
No.
I thought that's what you were talking about. Baby, don't hurt me.
Please
don't hurt me. No.
Well, so far in the one that I was talking about, the Everyday Monster Girl, there are up to 5 girls that he lives with.
Yes, he lives with a Lamia, he lives with a Harpy, he lives with a Centaur, he lives with a Spider Girl, and then he lives with a Mermaid.
Yes, and they say they're trying to do experiments, you know, see if a human and one of the
couldn't get married.
Species, can get married, yeah.
Again, I told you, I've already read this, and I already own the first book, which is way more perverted than what it is scanlated.
Why?
Trust me, I could give you the first book if you want to read it.
Why? Because the one I'm reading is online, and the worst I see is tits.
No, the text dialogue is bad.
Yeah, text dialogue is bad, and this one, like, they talk about really perverted things.
I'm not the first actor to move into politics, but I'm one of the better ones.
What's his name of the Lamia?
Mia, I believe.
What is the name of the Harpy?
Happy?
Again, yes, I've read this one. And I actually own it. I'm just hacking stuff to have fun so that we don't have to do this later. Because I'm actually really good at the hacking game.
So am I. I'm gonna go to a store to upgrade my guns.
Can we go to a store that you've hacked to make it lower priced?
Yes, that's why I found one that's near us that isn't hacked, and I'm gonna go and hack it.
Yeah, I think there's like, what, 20 chapters, 21 chapters unscanlated? Or scanlated?
And on to the next.
Yeah, I believe so, but mine, my iPad, like, I had to close the reading thing because I decided to read it over.
Mm-hmm.
Because the one I found that's up to chapter, like, 20 or something like that, or 21, it was done by someone else, and the translation is a little different.
Either way, it still looks nice.
And the Lamia is always calling the guy darling, and
Yes.
Happy's husband, and
And the centaur, it's her master. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
and yes. I've read all of that.
and the mermaid is trying to get the Lamia laid, and
Unrequited love, and then she actually loves him.
yep.
Yes, I've read all of that. Which it's interesting because it does have a storyline. But it's all perverted. Which I'm amazed that they actually can sell that at Barnes & Noble. I'm serious. Charlie, you could go right now to Barnes & Noble, and you could go buy it.
Well,
You think I'm lying?
Isn't the Barnes & Noble near us closing?
Yeah, it's closing at the end of this year. But yeah, you could go buy it right now. You could
It
go
won't
to
be the
Barnes &
worst
Noble.
thing I saw
I
there.
could pick you up tomorrow, and we could go to Barnes & Noble, and I can show you that you could buy it there.
Well, I do have a gift card there, and I did get paid.
You want to go?
Maybe.
My maids are supposed to come tomorrow to clean my house.
Well, it depends on if my mom wants me to go and, try and find a job.
We could always have fun.
Yeah.
I'm just collecting more clusters.
Yeah, I was trying to hack, and I kept on getting shot, and I was like, by who? And it was some douchebags on a roof.
So yeah. Yeah, I'm saving real quick, because by the end of this year I'm probably going to buy more manga. Again, what you say is completely useless, but I like doing it.
I do too. Like, it depends. Like, there's some manga, for some reason, I cannot find,
Yes, because they don't have it licensed here or serialized here, which
Yeah.
is sad. Because there's a lot of ones I would buy, like The World That God Only Knows. I would buy that, but they don't have it. They have it in French, I think, or I think they have it in German, but they don't have it in English. They have it in German and Japanese, and that's it. But again, I like the scanlators to do it, Red Hawk scans, because they're very, the grammar is perfect, everything's fine with it. So I have no complaints over it. So yeah. They do that one, and then they do Nisekoi, which is actually being turned into an anime for some reason. I don't know. I love the wall run. Okay, do we have the side quest that we can get unlimited sprint, or do we have to wait for Keith David to give that to us?
I think we have it.
Oh, we can get the dubstep gun, but we have to go meet Keith David back on the frickin' ship.
Why do they send us back in if we have to go and get shit?
They can clearly give it to you.
Damn it.
Again, Charlie, we all know about how Angry Joes feel. But I love this. This game is better than Saints Row the Third, which it is.
It is. Because in the third one, like, almost all the missions were side activities.
Yeah, and this one you can have a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Through the Tula. Oh god, I think I'm.
You
so
gotta
close.
stop that. That's getting annoying.
I can't. So yeah, do you want to go tomorrow to Barnes & Noble or whatever and do shit?
Sure, hang out a little. So I
Yeah.
got a $10 gift card.
I think it's a little bit more than that, and I'll bring my book too, and I'll show it to you. That you can actually get that, because I actually pre-ordered that off of Amazon. Because I actually sometimes will pre-order books off of Amazon, saying, "Oh yeah, I don't get charged as when the book when I buy it, so-called buy it and pre-order it." So like I have the second volume, which has Potpourri on it. So yeah, I've read that book. But actually, in the English book, she actually doesn't call him her husband.
What she call him?
I don't remember. It's something entirely different, that's why I kind of prefer the scanlated version, because
Because they each have their own name for him and everything.
Yeah, and oh yeah, I found out what the next girl was, and it was like a druid type girl. You've seen the latest one, right?
I tried reading to it, but like I told you, I was for some reason because
God, so perverted.
Yeah, well, because our two guys that were scanning it, one of them, like the one I was reading, got like taken off. So I have to go and refine the other one, which wasn't that great of a
I don't
scanlation.
get this. I'm gonna talk about something. You should read Yamada and the Seven Witches because it's entirely an interesting story. But they had for a while they had up to 86 chapters, and apparently the people who scanned later are like, oh shit, we just uploaded all 86, and then they removed it and only went down to 83. It's like, I already read all of 86, so now I have to wait until something past 86 gets uploaded. And I hate that. But again, I digress.
Yeah. Oh, do you hate it like on the like do you go when you want to watch a Nostalgia Critic video? Do you mainly go on the website or
The website.
Yeah, I do too. Because they get money for it, and yeah.
Because it's
Well, the only thing I hate is like there are some videos I'm like, hey, I want to watch this video again, and thing is, it's like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago that the video was made and uploaded. So when I go watch it, I can't watch it for some reason on my iPad.
Again, it's not your fault.
It's possibly because they need to make room, so I take off some videos.
Well, then it would be their server provider's fault that they don't have enough space. But again, they can't solve that because, well,
They have a lot of reviewers.
yeah, but a lot of them go through YouTube. I mean, like Angry Joe goes through YouTube. I think Spoonie.
Sage does blister thumbs, I believe.
And Spoonie used to actually be on that guy with the glasses, but he actually isn't technically a part of them anymore.
Why?
They still like him, but they actually removed him.
Why?
I think it was personal differences between one of the two critics, between him and Spoonie, between one of the other critics and Spoonie. So he decided to just go on his own, which he's still doing good. I mean, people still like Spoonie, and I mean, I like Spoonie.
Cause didn't like a lot. I think it was that guy in the Suede that Spoonie had differences with.
Had a little bit of a beef with.
Well, yeah, it's because like that guy in the Suede. Like I was reading something like during like I was going through the thing like the behind the scenes, and there was like, oh, like that guy in the Suede said something about America that a couple of people got offended with, but Spoonie got offended the most.
You can't take it all too seriously.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but we're all got mixed visions. I mean, like, look at Japanese commercials. We're all like, what the fuck is this shit? And then they'll look at our commercials and they're doing the exact same point of view. But again, everything is differently tabooed in different nations. I mean, you remember, you watched a video about the, Sailor Moon, right?
I think, yeah, how she's a 13-year-old girl and all that
14-year-old girl.
Whatever.
And, that's okay in Japan, but here it isn't.
Yeah.
And also that the two girls who are supposed to be cousins were actually lesbians.
Well, they change in America.
Which I don't get why. Well, again, I kind of can understand, but nowadays all kids pretty much know about that stuff, and it shouldn't matter anymore. Hopefully.
Oh, shit.
What? Warden?
Yep.
Through the tulips.
Well, also, the show Sailor Moon actually went on until she was like until she was 16, which is when she marries that one guy, Tuxedo Mask. The only reason I wanted to know that is because I read one of the comments.
So, I'll pick you up at like 1 o'clock or so.
That's most likely when I'll get up. So yeah.
Alright, it's a date.
Yeah, it's a date.
Again, I'm broke, so I can't really buy anything.
Well,
but
there's actually one scanlation. There's actually one manga I started to read, but I can't find the scanlation. It's called Noir or something like that.
I was reading. You should read another one called Spirit Circle. It's actually really good, and it's about these two descendants going through time. How souls get constantly reused, and it talks about these two souls who will always, no matter what, generally kill each other. Like the guy, he
Sort of like Blood Plus and Blood C.
kind of. The guy, he goes. I'm putting my microphone back on my clock because I can't keep it on my head anymore, or because my neck is starting to cramp up. the guy he, didn't know about it and eventually starts remembering stuff. He finds, like he had past lives. One was like he had past life as a knight. He had one as a villager, one as a Roman architect, another as and another one as a swordsmith who was supposed to be, who was the illegitimate child of the king of Japan, or the emperor of Japan.
Well, the one I'm reading, that I was reading, like I bought first two volumes of the manga. It's Cerberus is sent to the human world. I think I told you about this. Like Satan's like, send Cerberus to the human world, and like Satan, like he has like like this weird skull face with horns, and you see him like doing his nails multiple times through the thing, and like he actually calls the guy up and everything. Like when like the guy finds a box, opens up, and he gets a cell phone call and says, "Hey, this is Satan. Yeah, I was wondering if you could look after my dog here. He's a real pain in the ass." And so,
bam, three-headed dog.
Well, no, he's not a three-headed dog. He looks like an actual human, but his eyes are different. Like one's black and one's like a yellow.
Wait, he has to take care of a kid.
Well, he looks like a kid, but whereas like the guy, they make a pact. He has like this weird mark on his hand, and basically, the Cerberus like, "Let me do this spell." No. What the fuck? Why not? I said, because I see you use that spell. You'll destroy half the town with it. And he says, fine, let me use this. I've seen that spell. You only destroy this guy with it. Agreed. And then the guy says, alright, uses the spell and kills whoever they're fighting.
So it's pretty much a shonen manga?
Yeah, sort of, but it's like, Cerberus, he was like getting on the nerves of Satan. So Satan is like sending him, and then there's like one episode where Satan calls them because...
Episode?
Whatever.
Chapter?
Chapter, whatever. And like you see Satan, and it's an actual woman, and she has like like the little third eye, and it looks all demonic, busty as hell. Obviously, wearing a slutty robe where it's partially open, like hanging off her shoulder.
All evil women like to be half naked.
I don't know. Well, she was wearing like a robe, like the robe was like hanging off of her shoulders, showing some cleavage, and she was doing her nails while next to a swimming pool, and I was like, okay then. So I guess like she either Satan's a female and she's like goes through transformations every now and then, because that's the only one I've seen so far.
All right, let's actually do a quest now, because we've been just
instead of just collecting shit. Oh wait, let me just upgrade my shit.
Yeah, because I've been collecting a few, because I've been trying to upgrade my powers, because in the previous game I never really upgraded them that well.
Well, I like upgrade them like while I'll be going from like one area or like one mission to the next. I'm like, hey, there's some points. Alright, I better get going. And then I'll go on my way, and it was like near the end, I was like, okay, I gotta get like these last couple.
Let's do something that we haven't done yet. Let's do the Enter to the Dominatrix, because I don't know about it. You want to do that first?
Sure.
And then we can also collect the Keith David's mission. I'm happy they can do it any time.
What, the Enter the Dominatrix?
Yeah, although we're not going to be as powerful as we could be, because we don't have unlimited superpower, sprint, and shit.
Well, the best part is, like, they treat it, like, the whole them doing the Enter the Dominatrix, like it's, like, it's off the set of what's going on.
Oh, so it's pretty much a side stuff.
Well, sort of, it's, the Asian woman, the reporter...
Trisha Takanawa?
Yeah, Trisha Takanawa, and she's like, so...
Shirley, you know I got that name from, actually, Family Guy?
Whatever.
Asian correspondent Trisha Takanawa. Jane.
Yeah.
Jane Valderrama.
Jane Valderrama, yeah.
Isn't she dead?
It was really weird.
I don't know. Well, no, this is, like, not from the game. This is, like,
Script made no sense.
like, this is, like, sort of like they're telling them, oh, what was the Enter the Dominatrix going to be like? And like, oh, it's basically this. Because she even asks Zinniac.
If Pierce was mayor, that means Mayor Reynolds and you were...
Like I said, worst idea we've ever had.
My administration was tough. But
I actually turned up the volume a little bit, so if you hear double or triple, I'm sorry, but I kind of want to hear this.
yeah, that didn't happen. Because originally they just booked me for a guest appearance, but I just chewed up the scenery so much they had to keep me. Of course, I did have to insist on several changes.
Such as...
Well, for instance, in ETD, That's short for Enter the Dominatrix. The Zin arrived with much fanfare, assaulting the city of Steelport. But you know, I don't want to spoil it for you. See the mission